Good afternoon and welcome back to KERNOW EXP. Today we're down at Point, which is a small little hamlet at the Restruggan Creek, which is not a million miles from Myler. So today we're going to go for a little bit of a walk and we're going to go for a drone flight. So I hope you're all good. I hope you're having a great day. So we're here today just to get out, really, to get some footage and to get a bit of exercise too. So there's a car coming behind us, we better watch out. Right, so let this car go by a moment. So let's carry on our epic mini adventure, yes. So there was tin mines around here, and I believe there was a little mill down here. There's not really a great deal to see of it, but this is a very nautical location. Now what I mean by that is it's a seafaring area, and they would have been fishing down here and things like that back in the day. There used to be a railway line that went to Point, which is just up the road, and it was freight only, folks. But we're not going there today. We're just going for a walk along the coast. So see how far we can get today. The weather is not 100%, I will admit that, but I was compelled to come out, folks. So we've got a public footpath here. It's a little bit boggy, but it's not too bad. So we shall have a little nosy down here. So the weather has definitely taken a change, hasn't it, folks, of late. It was lovely and sunny like summer, and now it's gone winterified, isn't it? Yeah. Right. God blimey, yeah, we used to have a boat over there, but it was right next to the blue one, I think. But you'll never believe it now. Look at the state of it all. There's quite a few scrappers there now, isn't there? Crikey. Unbelievable. Well, we haven't been down this way for a while, to be fair, so let's have a little nosy and see what we can see. So this path here was there was lots of mining waste tipped down here, which was used for stabilising the banks and what have you, but it's not really been maintained for God knows how long. But it's an interesting location, folks, all the same. And we're out doing a bit of exercise. We've got our water with us, folks. I'm pretty sure, because I've done some tests, what some of you guys have said about, and I'm pretty sure it's dehydration, about the cramp that I've been having, but I need to keep an eye on it anyway, and we will do that, of course. So I'm hoping it's not going to rain. It's looking ominous down here, I will say that. Now over at the north coast it wasn't looking too bad, to be fair, but since we've got over here, it is looking rather overcast, and rain is imminent by the looks of it. But hopefully we won't encounter it, he says. Right. So we're going to bring our boat out before too long. It's currently in storage at the moment, but we are hoping to get it out again. I'm just going to read that a moment. Beware of the trip hazard. Oh, right, okay. Seeding grass. Yeah. So we can see along here, I'll just grab a piece just to demonstrate. Right, this here, folks, that is mining slag. and that's from the processing side of it. That was probably from Penpol foundry, to be fair, but we'll probably never know. But that's what it looks like to me, and there's a lot of it being tipped here. You can see it in there, look, underneath. So yeah, very interesting. Right. Yeah, you're due to see some boat adventures from us real soon. We will be doing that before we leave where we're leaving, because we're moving, folks, and getting a bit worried about it, to be honest, because we've got something lined up, but we need something better for the winter. So yeah, if you know anyone that's got a property to rent anywhere from Truro down to Penzance and across to the Hale and Lizard area, let us know, because we're looking for somewhere, but it's not an immediate thing, but it will become. We got things in motion, but we've got ideas in that. But yeah, we just need to keep all avenues open on that at the moment. So this is Butler's Boatyard. We will have a slight break in a moment, folks, but we will be back. Excuse me. Right, back in a... Okay, so we're back again, and we're on the beach, walking across, and we're going to walk down quite a way, I think. So we'll see how we get on. If it gets too slippery, then we will endeavour to turn back. I think it might be raining. Oh, bugger. Typical. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. So I can't remember the last time I walked along here. It must be, God, years ago since I walked along this particular bit here. So I do hope the fluffy mic dead cat is working, folks, because it is quite windy. So I think this next bit we're coming up to is going to be a bit of a challenge. It's going to be interesting. Excuse me. God, a lot of work's gone on there. Stabilising that. So they used to export copper and tin through this creek back in the steam days, and they used to import coal, Welsh steam coal, right up through here. Back in those days, this would have been dredged and kept clear of silt, but it doesn't get dredged anymore now, unfortunately. So I don't think you would ever get any big vessels coming up here like they used to. I've seen pictures down at Devon there, where there was quite big seagoing ships that came into the quay up there. You'd never believe it now, really, the size of them, but they did. They used to. Right. So we've got a nice little path here. I do believe this was here last time we came here, many years ago. So I'm not 100% sure where we're going to fly the drone at the moment, but we'll keep going for a bit. we'll get around this bit of headland down here and make a decision. So this is a little bit different than what we've been doing of late, isn't it, folks? Like I said, I can't remember the last time I walked along here. Many moons ago. It's got to be 5 to 10 years. So if we look across, we can look up the creek there, and as far as the eye can see, that's Devon Quay up there. I don't suppose you can see it. We'll try and zoom in a little bit if we can. Right, so you can just make out in the distance there is a quay. Not the one to the right, but further in the distance there, folks. Anyway, let's... there we go. Right, so we will continue. So I've been on our boat in this river a couple of times. And I used to have a wooden boat as well many years ago, and we bought a few engines for it, but they never really run properly, folks. So, but the green inflatable that we use, that's been the boy. That's been brilliant. Me and David have been out with that one quite a bit, and we're planning to again as well, which is going to be rather good. So economical on fuel, the little engine. It's a little tiny 4-stroke thing. It's a little beauty, really. Right. Whoops. Good job with gimbalised footage, because that was a bit wobbly. So we're near the famous Pandora Inn, and that's been featured on quite a few things over the years. Recently, another YouTuber called Freddie Dobbs went over there with his lovely lady friend Monica, and they had a refreshment there. So we'll be heading over there at some stage. Not sure when, but we will. We will indeed. All right. I think we may end up flying over the top of that today, but it is a little bit windy, but we have got the bigger drone, so we should be all right, really. Oh God. I think on the way back I'll walk along the road bit up the top there, just a little bit easier. Quite a bit of a breeze here today. So I do believe the tide is coming in. It does look like that. Right, so we've got a footpath over there, so that's good. Excuse me. Right, well, I'm going to keep moving on, but we're going to stop filming now for a bit. So I'm hoping we can get the drone up. If we can, then that bit of footage will be next. See you in a bit, folks. Okay, we're back again, folks, and now we're at Devon Quay. So we are going to fly the drone from here, just briefly. So that should be good. Now this was the terminus for the Redroof and Chasewater Railway, and the track would have came down here, I believe. And there is some remains of where the fish store and that would have been, I believe. It was here last time I came down here. We don't tend to get down here very much these days, but still quite an interesting spot. And I believe you can actually moor your boat here for a small fee, which is quite good. So there is a bit of a write-up here about the history of this area. So we have seen pictures of big seagoing ships coming in here, and there it is, folks. Look at that. Wow, there you go. Look at that. Now that's what I was saying about earlier. Now look at that. Now that quay there, that is just over there. So we're going to have a look at that in a moment. So here we go. This gives you an idea of what was actually here, folks. Look at this. Wow. So I did tell you there was a railway track here, look, and there it is. So these here are still there. Look at the size of these ships that were here. It's just amazing, isn't it, really? So they were importing Welsh steam coal and exporting tin and copper from this area. There's another demonstration of how it used to look back in the day, as you can see. And this map here gives you an idea of how much the railway occupied this site. So this was actually owned by the Great Western Railway, and as you can see, we are right there. So the tracks did go down to where I said. So let's go down there and have a little look, shall we, at what remains of these stores of coal, tin and copper. See, if you didn't know that, you know, you would never know, because I don't think there's a great deal online about this, to be fair. So you can see the foundation of that building at the end, which we would have brought the materials in, sorted it, and then stored it in these stores here. And I think it's amazing that these are actually still here, and they're in very good condition, folks. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. So above it there would have been, in the middle there would have been an overhead railway where they would have tipped materials as and when required to be put there. So there's a lot of boats and that in there today. So down here, this building, or this wall that we got here, is the building where the materials would have been sorted. So it's actually still there, look, majority of it. That's brilliant. I'm really chuffed about that. So this picture that we've seen, so there we go, folks. This is actually where the big building was, where they actually did all the sorting of the materials and that. Just amazing, isn't it? Like I said, the more you look, the more you find. So just here we've got a mooring post where the big ships would have been moored right here. That's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Right, well, we've come to the end of today's video. We've done quite a bit of filming around here. So I do hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash the like button, and we'll be back out again tomorrow, more than likely on the e-bike. Anyway, and tomorrow night out with David, ghost hunting. See you then, folks. Cheers and God.